Welcome to the Just Women's Sports Podcast. You might be the most gold medal decorated athlete I've talked to.
Actually, at 12, I played on a 16 and under club team.
Oh my God.
That was like,
My time as a New York Liberty was just, I can't even put it in words. It was just like a dream come true.
You qualified for the U.S. Women's Open. You're 14 years old. So first of all, you did it a year younger than Jessica did, which did you...
Well, this is where we argue.
Okay.
Theoretically, we pretty much qualified at the same age, but I still have that 14.
Theoretically, yes, but technically, yeah you've got 14 and she's got 15.
Depending on how well you do, is like 10 days in between seasons. Yeah. And that's because if you're good, right, you're going to the finals and then you're starting with the national team right away. So it's like you're begging for time off. And so it's pretty brutal.
What I was doing with soccer, I was like, I could pay for college with this. Like, I could get an education. I can use this to get to where I want to go.
You end up starting in the quarterfinals against Netherlands in front of me, and I was pumped when I found that out.
Do you remember in the meeting before?
Did he not tell you?
No, Kelly, if I didn't have a mask on my face, you would have been like, I was like, what? Are you sure? Me?
Did somebody type that right? Did somebody double check?
Yeah, I had to say to myself, I said, Lynn, focus of what the tactics are. Because I was like, wait, what? Me?
When did you get the call, you're going to the Olympics?
I also don't remember that. I'm sorry.
You don't remember getting a call being like, you're going to go to the Olympics on the 3-on-3 team?
No, because it happened so casually.
I was a little emotional afterwards. My mom was emotional. I thought back to me sitting in the living room and seeing the 96 team. And knowing that there's some young girls who's sitting there looking at me now.
Sat in the bathroom during pregame for the bronze medal game being like, Kelley, you've got to get up for this game. You've got to go out and compete. Because I was on the verge of tears at times,
Yeah. In Tokyo, I was totally behind the rest of the field for the first 600.
Okay.
I wasn't even close.
And then what happened?
And they went out too fast. They started, they faded out towards the end, and I warmed up and I was good to go.
The biggest thing I remember is how quiet the stadium was.
It was quiet, and it makes me stressed even thinking about it, because I still remember lining up for it and being confident in you, obviously, always confident in you. But to make a save on a PK is so hard.
Yeah, it's still a penalty.
Yeah, it's the semifinals of the World Cup. We're up 2-1. And you save this you knew the whole time where she was going, which you probably did.
the margins to me were so small that I felt like I had to go to such a higher level to get the best out of myself.
Personally, I've been wanting to find a pathway to explore league within the US, and I know that there's so much talent at the college level that people just kind of pack up their suit and pack up the ball and go work because they think they're supposed to.
You put everything into your life into something and you hope for the best, and it's been a great career. So.
Oh, it's gonna make me emotional.
I know.
But you got to end on the best way possible. It's a storybook ending.
This year, we were like, all right, well, let's try to get Candace Parker. We get her. And I think that's when we were like, all right, this was the piece that we've been missing. We had an up and down year. But then, postseason was just something else. Just
worked out.
Insane. Yeah, it's just insane.
How do you take your coffee?
Ooh, always a latte, oat milk latte.
I take my coffee black.
Me too.
Mostly milk with a drop of coffee.
No way.
Oh, this isn't a quick answer. In the UK and in Europe, a flat white. In America, just a black coffee.